invited various people to see what we were doing because we were making good progress. And one of the people we invited over was George Lucas. He was working on the original Star Wars in 1977 and was interested in us making computer graphics for monitors. We weren't terribly interested in that, but he saw what we were doing, so we made him aware, and also people at Industrial Light and Magic called ILM. As we made progress, we ended up being able to do higher and higher scene complexity, even though our computing was kind of limited at the time. And we eventually were able to make an X-Wing.
We were trying to prove that, yeah, you could go ahead and do things you can't do with miniatures. The first step for us was to actually digitize the X-Wing. That was my mission, which I actually enjoyed doing because I always enjoyed making real models. I went out and bought a plastic model, put it together, and then did drawings. A side view, front view, and a top view. I think we had about 60,000 polygons in that ship ultimately, which was a lot for their time, you know, and now they have objects, millions of polygons, many of which were created by hand, point by point, point by point. Eventually, once the model was finished, then Gary Demos, took the database, lit it, colored it, a little bit of texturing. We shot some 4x5 stills, pictures that we thought would convince that, yeah, we can make something look real. And so George Lucas came in one day and we gave him like a stack of 4x5 transparencies, 4 inches by 5 inches, we thought, oh, we got him. He's interested, he's gonna love it. And he comes back, the first thing that he says to all of us was a shock. He says, "This is not my ship. My ships have been through wars. They've been through battles. They got battle scars. They're dented, they're rusted, they have oil stains. They're dirty." And he was absolutely right, absolutely right. He saw it as a filmmaker.
He suggested dirtying it up, and
Mel McMillan came up with ways to dirty it up, to dent it up, and almost overnight.
So we did that and refined it and then showed it again, showed it to our friend Richard Edlund at ILM. We had this in the summer of 1978. It took us a year from there to get permission to show it, but they eventually gave us permission, and that ended up being the cover of Computer Magazine in 1979 in August. August is a good month because it's the computer conference called SIGGRAPH. It made a lot of impression on a lot of people that we could do something with that level of detail. And that was essentially a proof of principle for Last Starfighter when we ended up getting able to do that. And it also, we did a motion with 5 X-Wings in a peel-off that couldn't be done with models. We were starting to get some traction on what was possible.